This is the cash value strategy to justify the payment. Take one. Matt, I know you don't want to pay $505. I understand that. But other than the payment, everything else is cool. Nothing else stops you from taking this gorgeous truck home today, correct?
No.
Okay. I know you don't want to pay $505. I also know that you can. And what I'm going to say next is going to sound a little crazy, but you're not going to pay $505 a month to drive this truck.
What do you mean?
Okay, well, good question. Because what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to make the payment of $505, sign the check, send it to the lender, but you're not going to pay $505 to drive this truck. Has anybody ever explained to you how every time you make a truck payment, you're building cash value in that truck?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry no one's done that before, but we certainly will here. Look, you're going to do this 60 times. All right? I know you don't want to, but believe me, because, by the way, this will be the highest payment you've ever made, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way most people that leave here are leaving with the highest payment they've ever had. But you know what? The last time they bought a vehicle, it was the highest payment they'd ever had as well. Okay, that's the way things work. But you're going to do this 60 times. At the end of 60 months, you're going to make that last payment of $505, and you're going to be extremely happy because now you've got a free and clear title, because that's what comes back to you in the mail a couple of weeks later, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. You're doing a really smart thing here. You're buying a 3-year-old truck, which means a good part of the depreciation has already taken place.
Yeah.
However, it's going to continue to depreciate, although probably very slowly. This is a $37,000 truck. You're not paying that, but you're basically, that's what it is. What do you think it'll be worth in 5 years? If you drive it like you're supposed to drive it, you just don't crash it, you don't crash it, but you drive it like you're supposed to.
At least like 12 grand.
I would hope so. Okay? Chances are it'll be worth a lot more than that, but we'll use 12 grand. Take your telephone there and pull up the calculator. Divide $12,000 by 60. That's 200, isn't it?
This is sick.
You know what that 200 represents?
$200 off a monthly payment.
Well, it's the cash value you're building every single time you write a $505 check. Most people think the lender keeps it all. That ain't the case at all. Yeah, metaphorically speaking, they're gonna keep it, but every time you make that $505 a month payment, $200 is flowing straight back to the cash value of your truck, which means your net payment on this truck is $305. So I need your okay right here so we can get the son of a bitch ready for delivery.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited.
Okay? All right, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's sick. That's cool as hell.
Well, it's also the truth. Have I showed you guys this before? I've changed the words around. And now I use building cash value because a salesman with 4 months worth of experience explained to me how it's much more effective because I had taught it to him, and I came back 2 months later and goes, Steve, I just changed the words a little bit and the customers really eat this up when I tell them where they're building cash value in their vehicle, because a lot of my customers are older and they understand the concept of cash value in a life insurance policy. They just didn't know you could do it in the car.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah, again, I learned the initial strategy from a motorcycle salesman, and then this new salesman helped me refine it.
That's so cool.
See, and think about this, James. You haven't been in the business very long, but virtually everybody you deliver a car to is leaving with the highest payment they've ever had in their entire life. Jonathan, does it happen?
Yeah.
And are there psychological barriers we have to break through? In this particular case, I guarantee this customer never had a $500 a month car payment before. Now, and they're fighting it. And well, I can't do 505. I need to be closer to 450. Don't roll over. Say, well, it ain't going to be 450, okay? Unless you want to put down another $3,000. But what I suggest is you keep your money where it is. Let me show you what you're really going to pay for this every single month, because you're not going to pay 505.
Or it's a good time to remind them when they said that they wanted to roll the entire balance into the...
Hey, you said you wanted to live with a higher payment.
You wanna live with a
That's
higher payment.
what we've done here. Okay? See, I mean, everything that you do
Delivery.
during this part of the sales engagement is set up by something you've done earlier or not done.
Planted the seed.
Yeah.
Planted the seed.
All right. Everything I just did is in your book, word for word.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
That's,
Okay.
that's my favorite one.